How's it everyone, I'm Dragon Ion and this is Rough Draft Impressions, a video series where you get to watch me play and react to the opening hours of a game and hear my impressions of it afterward. It's time for another RPG and today it's GreedFall. Set in a 17th century styled fantasy world, this game by spiders as you take up the role of Desarde, a legate of the merchant congregation. The story kicks off as you prepare for a voyage to an island paradise in hopes of finding a cure for a deadly plague spreading across the continent. So grab a drink, get some snacks, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Okay, let's see what we have here. Apparently, I should like this game, so we'll see. Okay, balance there, hard. Enemies are more numerous, more aggressive, and they inflict more damage. Achieving success in this mode requires you to have a good grasp of the repose system and to upgrade your character strategically. Let's do it.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like,
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Okay. I guess you're watching me create my character for an hour again. I'll do what I did with Cyberpunk and just time-lapse it. Unlike Cyberpunk, I won't have to blur anything out, censor anything. Because that didn't take that long. Pick your starting skills. According to your playstyle, skill tree is open. You will be able to unlock the skills of other archetypes as you progress. Okay, warrior focused on melee. One hand heavy, one hand blades, firearms. Strength and endurance as the attributes, and the talents will be craftsmanship and vigor. Technical. Focus on controlling the battlefield. Set an elemental trap, firearms, and one-hand blades. I like blades. Attributes, accuracy and agility, and talents, science and lockpicking. Might go with that. Magic. This profile focuses on the use of offensive spells from a distance. Okay, so magic, ring, stasis, and one-handed heavy weapons. Mental power and willpower as attributes, and talents, science, and intuition. I also use one-handed blades. Let's go with warrior next. What is this? Pick an attribute to invest your first point according to your preferred playstyle. Oh, okay. So that increases power of spells. Increase fear regeneration and all damage inflicted in melee combat. Okay. Power of all melee attacks. Attribute required to build best one-handed and two-handed blunt weapons. No thanks. Increases life and balance. Wear heaviest armor. Firearms and alchemy, and this is magic points. So I need agility for swords, and that for health. Let's make myself a bit more tanky. Next, talents. Choose the talent in which to invest your starting point to progress in your own way as you complete quests and explore the world. See, charisma. Reduce merchant prices and slightly improve your companion's combat abilities. Okay. Vigor. Right, what else? Slightly increases the chance of success of some dialogue options. Vigor. Let you pass through certain difficult passages. Increases maximum ammo capacity and slightly recover HP and magic outside of combat. Allows you to craft basic weapons and armor, maybe. Allows you to make simple potions. Destroy weak walls with explosions. Lets you pick simple locks. And intuition. Gathering sites become easier to see. Slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting. Maybe let's go with that. Start game. Table.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular... That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here.
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Lip sync could do with some work.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay, let's see. There's a compass, which is visible at the top in the center. Indicates important places. Main objective, no side objectives here. Oops, sorry. Sprint. Gonna get told I run everywhere again. Environment's pretty. This way.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Oh boy.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Attack 3 times. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think I discovered the pause. The tactical pause tab of space will pause the game and allow you to choose your next action at your leisure. Okay. Very Dragon Agey. You're able to access your spell skills and potions to use directly or assign to a shortcut. Using it during combat, you can also learn more about your enemy. Okay, so control secondary attack. Oopsie. Can shift this dodge. Okay. Oopsie. You have lost health. Oh no. And to assign a potion to a shortcut, use space tab to open the tactics menu. Okay, cool. That's techniques. Potion. Health potion. Do I drag it? How do I assign it? That's use. That's bind. Okay, cool. Put it in slot number 1. Oopsie. Jeez, bro. Hey. Oh. Oh, shucks. I say.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Nah, I'm good, fam.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Costillion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Okay, how do I stow my weapon? Ah, okay, that's automatic. Need to heal myself though. Okay, done and done.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Should probably still have knocked.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
They should have practiced social distancing.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Hey, now I've got a hat. Let's walk and shut the sprint. Very Victorian looking.
Kurt?
I think.
It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
He's not a variable
This will
thing,
be
he's a
quite the
constant.
chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Cool. So this is all his stuff. You can check his inventory, you can check his characteristics. Let's see. Which is just a bunch of stats. This is a Swear Hunter. It's got stuff in there. That's the missions. Okay, cool. Come back here. That's me. Where's the party screen now? Go. Back. Add the team. Confirm and quit. Jan out to consult.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Okay, let's see quickly. That's the two ambassadors. That's the vendor we need to negotiate with. So maybe go that way around. Okay. On your local map you'll find important places and characters. Again. All the question marks. Which I'll get to. Oh. No, not here. What the? Oh. We're burning the dead.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
I'm glad that's not a loading screen.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say
like
that
his
it is
beard.
a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea.
There's something funny with his
Remedies
beard,
worse
though.
than the ill, believe me. As you can well
Somewhere
imagine,
getting bugged.
alchemists
Literally
are
unplayable.
our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
What do we have upstairs? No, no going upstairs. Guess that's in that direction. Maybe we go there. And then like that. Let's go to diplomacy. Diplomacy with words doesn't work, then we'll do diplomacy with a sword. Alright. Cutlass. I guess it's a type of sword. It is a type of sword.
Is your hat out of style?
Hey, merchant.
Does your vest belong to last year's miraculous opportunity? Your time is precious in these dark hours.
How do I save? Except for this, obviously. Let's do that. Is quick save a thing? Yes, quick save is a thing. Awesome.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that.
Of course it does.
And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive
Thanks.
labor. I hear you asking, if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized rejoice. A file only costs a few coins and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
Especially if people take 2.
He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Cross on the door. It's very... I think it's FEMA. No, not FEMA. Someone does something similar or could do something similar. There's been a few references of it in stories, and I think a game or two. Division, I think, did it. Kind of tells you how many people infected, how many dead, how many in the house. Different quadrants. This one doesn't have numbers and things. Just a massive X, which I guess means stay the hell away. And a dead guy.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Cut off your arm and drink the potion.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Steal a potion and then force him to... How are you gonna do that? Oh, probably what the technical thing's for now. No, not really. Oh, right, there's his card. That's a dead bird, and I swear that was a rat running there. Likely was. Oh, okay.
To my help! Death to the others!
I know.
Be careful!
I like the combat. It's a bit chaotic. I like it. A few finishing moves would have been nice though. Loot, gloves and coins. One of those games where you need to hit people until they turn into stuff that you can take. It's obvious. Alchemist or alchemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observation, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable, but it's not necessarily the guy on the other side, is it? What's this do? Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. Louis. Or Louise, I don't know. Weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented the room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something, so leave him in his filth. The customer is always right. Ooh, got your ass. Gold, stasis mix and ammo. Frame drops here and there. Oh, cool.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
How?
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
I guess that way. Yep, that way. That looks bad. Cup. I think this is a storeroom. Or a... I don't even know what this is. It's a room with a lot of pillows. Should I speak to the innkeep or do I just run around? Let's check this way. Aha. What's here? Kitchen. There we go.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
You're disgracing yourself, John.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
I'm not so sure I should believe you.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
No.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Put him in the naughty corner. Make him
I'm
think.
sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
You call it unjust. You really need to think about your actions. Hey, fast travel. That
Your
was actually
Excellency.
nice.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barrack.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going.
What did we
Goodbye,
get?
Excellency.
XP.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Hey, level up. Let's see what they got. Okay, just random stuff. Okay, we've got a level. Ooh, nice skill tree. A lot of people are doing this these days. Weird, like branching out skill tree thing. Guess it looks better than just like a random list of stuff. Let's see. So those are the ones that I have. Need 2 points to unlock any of those. What do we have here? Blades do more damage. Firearms do more damage. I'm not going to use blunt weapons. Okay. Add extra damage to there. They really should do something to make this a bit more obvious. I mean, I can sort of see that one's unlocked and that one's still not. But the difference is very, very small. Now what? I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay. Okay, next is next. So down and left again.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all terrain.
What's this? Hey, workbench. Cool. Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. You need knowledge to be able to use table. To obtain it, spend points inside talent. Use certain pieces of equipment or companions. Each talent point will unlock new recipes. You will also need ingredients, and there's a spice missing, which you can buy or find while exploring. Oh, it's a saber, not a cutlass. And I'm guessing this is the thing I got from the guy. And a pistol. Cool. Armor. I should probably check if I want to wear any of that stuff. Okay, let's do this quickly. Firearm, I don't have anything for the back. Thick gloves. Better than what I got. Provides more armor. Elemental resistance, maybe. Let's take that. I like this interface, this is quite cool. Change characters up there. Come on. If I can click it, it'll help. Okay, all of this is worse than what he's got, so no. Loot stuff out of the crate. Can I make new weapons? Can I upgrade it? What's advanced do you do? Oh, that just adds that. Okay, cool. Don't want to upgrade anything just yet. I use space to jump. That ain't gonna work. Not in this game.
The merchant is there.
Yeah, let's go. Speak to someone.
Good day, good
Convince him.
sir. How might I
blind.
be of service?
I think.
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
Of course,
This
it's your master.
stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Who's the master? Well, let's try.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't want to pay him for shit.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
Diplomacy with a sword. If diplomacy with words don't work, you use diplomacy with a sword. Really should have done social distancing. That seems to be a common problem. People just wiping their asses against rules. Here we go again. Ah. Hey, nah. Drink, potion. Coffee. Potion. quickly. Will I run out of potions? No, it's just taking forever to drink and everything. Oopsie. That didn't go very well. Ah, V for different weapons. Okay.
To my and death! Move away! Things are about to get done!
There we go.
Stop! I beg of you!
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes! Don't hear me anymore!
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
Better. What the hell for? Freaking congregation of merchants. Bunch of freaking greedy bastards, clearly. I see I'm not gonna be a very good merchant prince thingy. Let's see what's up here. Legate. Not gonna be a very good legate for the merchant congregation. Not if they pull crap like that. I can see I'm gonna want to do science at some point so I can blow up walls. Let's see. Oh, go back that way. Yeah. Oh boy.
And death to the other! To my...
What the hell? Bandits, I guess. Gonna have to deal with them.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hand...
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
Captain
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, But you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that will be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then,
Right.
I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Okay. I guess more sword diplomacy. Hey, they actually have running water. Oh, okay, well. I guess that's to be expected, seeing as they've got firearms.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
Not Vasco da Gama, I guess.
Not a boat.
Ship, boat, whatever.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Okay.
Be back soon, Captain.
I'm off to a swimming start. I've convinced a merchant to provide us the stuff that we were supposed to have with a sword. And now I'm going to doctor documents to smuggle stuff that we were supposed to have on a ship. So yeah, this zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. Okay, great. The costume, torso of the faction, yada yada, will allow you to trick the guards. Okay, you can also try a stealth approach. If guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with the faction. Okay.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Nord uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
How do you sneak? Control, of course. Oops. Let's see if we can sneak around.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! And death to the others!
Oh no, this is gonna end badly. Yep. Okay, but that was to be expected. Okay, so that's clearly not the best door to enter through. Oh, there are a lot of people in here. Ugh.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Don't mind us. Don't have lockpicking yet. This is madness.
Here's the ship's map. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Then do it. Now has to get out of here again. Don't mind me. Ah, got it.
To the others!
Yeah, this is not gonna work. If we try this again. I don't foresee myself living through that fight. GreedFall is an intriguing RPG, and I've heard it described as a type of game the old BioWare would have made, and I can see it. While the story starts off a little slow, it does feel like the first hour gives you a tiny dose of most of the mechanics the game has to offer. On the visual front, the game won't win any awards. Don't get me wrong, the game doesn't look bad, and it's pretty much on par with every other RPG that's released in the last year or two, not counting the ones in early access. But the faces and facial animations are a bit, well, meh. The audio sounds great and the voice acting is good, although the lip sync does detract from this a bit. To be fair, the game did not set out to be a visual marvel, and I haven't seen the island that I'm supposed to travel to yet, so I don't know if this will blow me away. Where the game does shine, and thus far its biggest strength, is gameplay mechanics. From the start, the game makes it very obvious that it is an old school RPG. Soon after character creation, you are thrown into combat training, where the game familiarizes you with the basics. It's clear that the Souls-like genre has had quite an influence on combat mechanics, as here too, you have a parry and riposte system along with a dodge. The melee combat is fluid and technical, and there is a tactical pause similar to the Dragon Age series. You also have a ranged weapon which is separate from the melee weapon, but I haven't used it yet. The other big part of the game's mechanics is the consequences to your actions. As you would expect, you can threaten or beguile people through dialogue, and if that doesn't work, you can always resort to diplomacy by way of the sword. There is a very good stealth mechanic in the game as well, so thievery and sabotage are likely options too. Or you could just deceive them by wearing their armor and acting natural. This also gives you other dialogue options to deal with the situation, if none of the other approaches work for you. The first hour does not do much for the story. You know you need to leave for the island, you know you need to find your cousin, and you know there's some plague, but that's pretty much it. However, with the gameplay as strong as it is, the little bit of intrigue is enough to keep me interested past the first hour and wanting to know what happens next. From a technical perspective, the game runs well. The only issues I came across were some dialogues being cut short, which is likely an issue with the voiceover timing. I'm going to continue playing this game, and I'd recommend it to any fans of the RPG genre, and anyone looking for an RPG similar to what BioWare gave us in their golden years. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Clap a like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and check out my socials for updates, stream schedule, and the ridiculous situations the squad and I get ourselves into. Until next time, keep well and stay awesome.